We're back in business. I kind of took a break just so I could learn more about the markets and I could teach you guys more professionally and at a better level and rate. I wanna I wanna be able to show you guys the money that I'm making, not as a flex, but as a means to say like I know what I'm talking about. I'm the guy to come to. I know exactly what to do and how to do it. And at the end of the day, I'm still learning and I'm still trying to get on this grind. And on top of that, I haven't made millions and millions of dollars like other people have, but all that you have to realize doesn't just come from trading. They could be doing courses, they could be doing LLCs, real estate, all this other stuff. So I just want to make sure that you guys aren't getting caught up in like a fib trap where people are lying about where they're getting all the money from. It's not all from trading. You have to look at logistics and how they really do trade, and if they do trade constantly, or are they just putting little bits of money into a stock and then eventually it'll just go up over time. You have to know whether or not the person you're watching is trustworthy, and that's what I've really been trying to do with this YouTube channel. I've been trying to master the markets and show you guys really what's going on in my trading, and I want you guys to know that it's coming from a reputable source, and I want you guys to know that you can make money from this. Obviously, you can make money from this, but anyways, what I wanted to go over today was just the basics of trading, because a lot of people may click on this video and not have a lick of what trading is or what it means to be a trader. So I want to give you guys a little insight on that and just a little audio of me explaining what it is. Of course, we're going to get into charts, but well, with that being said, I want to just say thank you guys for watching. I want you guys to subscribe and like to help me with the YouTube algorithm, and yeah, we'll get right into the video. Okay, before we get right into the charts, I want to tell you guys something. This is going to be like the basics of the basics. So if you already know this stuff, you can still watch, because I'm going to explain psychology as well, which a lot of people don't go over, because psychology is 80%, 20% is learning how to trade, and trading's super easy. It's all about psychology. So we're going to start off with just some charts and how they look and what they mean. So right here, if you're a trader, and this is on the monthly, so I want to make that clear. So if you are a trader and you see this, personally, I trade trends. Trends is just the way the market is moving, consecutive highs, consecutive lows, whether it be an uptrend or a downtrend. This is called consolidation. I would note that you guys would want to write this down, because this is literally the fundamentals of trading. And if you don't know this, then I'm sorry, but you're most likely not going to succeed. This is super easy, super basic. Just write it down. If you're really interested into trading, I would suggest write it down. It's super important to learn these things. This is consolidation. Consolidation is where a price is confused. It's constantly bouncing like it is, up and down, not knowing whether it's going to go up or down. If you were to get into this market right now, you would just constantly get bounced out. You would go in profit, go down in profit, go up in profit, go down in profit. It would just be a consecutive mess. Consolidation is where price is confused. You can write that super easy. Some things to note before we get on. You need to know what bullish and bearish is, price action, risk management, and pairs. I'm going to go over these really quick. Bullish means price is going up. This is a bullish candle. This is a bullish candle. Here, I'll circle it for you guys. This is bullish. Okay? This is bearish. Bullish is green, bearish is red. Bearish means it's going down, bullish means it's going up. Super easy to write this down. I'm making it extremely easy. It's extremely easy. I just want to make that clear. Price action. Price action is just really what candles are. So this is a doji candle, this little candle right here. This is a I wouldn't call that a Maribozel. It's this I would call this a Maribozel candle, fully engulfing bullish candle. You know, this is a Maribozel, things like that, railroads, things of that nature. Combos in the market, I would call it, just candles that mean other things. Like if you see like a doji candle, which a doji candle looks like this. Oops. Doji looks like this. This means price is confused and it stopped at exactly in its tracks where it originally started. Price went up, price went down, and eventually it just stopped in the middle. Wicks are bigger than the actual candle, so that can suggest that price may do the opposite of what you're thinking it's going to do. Price is just confused. Okay, we're going to get on to the next chart. We're going to go over uptrends. So this would be an uptrend. Let me explain something. So uptrends is just Uptrends is where price is making a consecutive high, or price is making a higher high and a higher low. What I mean by that is, it can come off as confusing, but I'll make it really simple. So, you see price doing like this. You realize price was kind of consolidating right around here, but as you can see, price recently came up, came down, came up, came down, came up, and came down. What is price doing? It's making a consecutive high. So right here, you have a high. Here, let me move this. Let me back that up. So let me explain this. So this is a higher low. This is a higher high. I'm sorry that it looks kind of confusing. I'll try to zoom in a little bit more. This is a higher high. This is a higher low. And I can do it right here too. I can move up around here. Let me just explain this. I want to show you guys the candles because a lot of the times when you're trading, you're watching videos and people are explaining it like this. And this is super easy to get through your head. But when it comes down to looking at a chart like this gets confusing. But I'll explain it really quick and then I'll show you guys the candle form of it. So I'm not just leaving you guys in the dark whenever you actually try to get onto the market. So what you have here is a higher low and a higher high. Why is it a higher low? Because previously this was the highest it's gone on the low side. Now you have a higher low and a higher low. This is higher than the previous low, so that makes it a higher low. This is the previous higher high, and this is the future higher high. It gets kind of confusing saying it over and over again. But if you don't get this, then you could go YouTube it some more, Google it some more, get it through your head. Super important to realize, and it's super important to notice this whenever you're trading in the market. This is how you tell if you're in an uptrend, okay? So let's go back down here, zoom this out a little bit. Now, if you look at it now, you may see that we're in an uptrend because of the higher highs and the higher lows. Okay, now that you're looking at this, now you can probably tell that we're in an uptrend from what I described. If you can't tell, then you're going to have to Google it or YouTube it, do something more, maybe someone that's more intuitive to this, but I feel like I explained it pretty well. If you're still confused, then you're going to have to Google it or YouTube it by yourself because I'm just on here trying to explain this really quick so you don't get bored. And obviously, if you want to become a professional trader, you're going to need to learn to deal with boredom because you're not a little kid anymore and you have to get over that. This isn't going to be fun, and this isn't going to be playtime to where you get dopamine from this. Sometimes you'll get dopamine when you're trading, but obviously that's not a good thing because professional traders get bored when they trade because they know they're most likely going to be right and they know they're most likely going to be wrong. And at the end of the day, it's not fun trading. You just have to learn to bite some bullets and take some wins. On top of that, I want to give you guys some information about risk management. A lot of people probably get confused, and that's why they ignore risk management. Risk management is super easy to realize once you get a proper strategy. If you don't have a strategy, then how are you going to put risk management to something? Without the strategy, you have no risk management to worry about because you're just randomly trading, and at that point, it's just called random trading. So get a strategy, get risk management on lock. And when I talk about risk management, I mean a 1-to-2 or a 1-to-3 ratio. What I mean by that is, if you lose one trade, you lose one trade. If you win one trade, it counts as 3 wins to that one trade. So it's going to be 3 times the reward of what you got. So you could lose one time and win one time, and it counts as a double win. Super self-explanatory. Yeah, let's move on to the next chart. Downtrend. Okay, so this is a downtrend, guys. And I'll explain it again. It's the same thing. Okay guys, we're about to explain downtrend. It's the same thing except backwards. So I'll explain it to you right now. This easy, guys, this easy. So what you need to know about this, it's the exact same thing except backwards. So you get a higher high, higher low, higher low, lower high, lower high. So you get a lower high and a lower low. Lower high, lower low. As you can see, price has gone down over the course of however long this could be, 5 minute, 5 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, whatever. All you need to know is what a downtrend is. I already explained uptrend, so this should be pretty easy and you should already get it. Whatever, we'll skip over all that mess. So on the actual market, this is how a downtrend looks like. You would have a nice trend line going through. Trend line is just where trend is bouncing back and forth off of this trend line. As you can see, we have bounced off of it multiple times. Right around here we bounced off, right around here we bounced off, and right around here we bounced off 2 times. And as you can see, price broke through and went back down. So price is getting rejected at this line. It tried to break out, maybe do a reversal on this trend line. I don't know. I don't care. I'm not trading this market right now, so I don't care. This is a downtrend though, guys. It's this easy. This easy. Once you learn how to do this, it's all psychological. Learning to obey your emotions. Don't let your emotions get ahead of you. Don't get mad. Don't revenge trade. It's all this silly little things that you can easily cure with just a little bit of reading and a little bit of diligence. It's super easy to trade. You just have to know your limits, and depending on what type of person you are, it could be super easy because some people are more in tune with their emotions and some aren't. But other things you need to know are pairs. This is pairs. All these markets. This is just different countries' currencies. Like this is Euro USD and Canadian dollar. This is Euro USD. I'm sorry. This is Euro dollar versus New Zealand dollar, and this is Euro dollar and Canadian dollar. This is Canadian dollar and Japanese yen. This is Australian dollar versus the Canadian dollar. It's super easy. So with everything, every market is different, but some markets do mix with other markets. So you may go into New Zealand dollar and Swiss, or is that Swiss? I don't know. I think that's Swiss. I don't really care. So you may go on to NZD CHF and realize, oh, we're in a downtrend. And then you go on to another NZD chart like NZDY and you realize, oh, we're also in a downtrend. This is just New Zealand dollar versus the Japanese yen. Things are congruent to other things. So you would go on to Euro USD in a downtrend, and then you would go on, let's say, Euro JPY in a downtrend again. It all matches each other in a way. And you could use that to your advantage because you could be trading one and then be trading another, and the next thing you know, they're like the same thing. Yeah, I just wanted to explain that real quick. This is going to be a good video. So there's not much else you would have to do. I would have to make a separate video about psychology and how I worked on it, because a lot of the times people would place a trade. Let's say you're confused about what you mean by psychology. What I mean by psychology is, if this is a trade, right? This is a sell trade. You can sell and buy in the market. This means you're wanting the price to go down. This means you're wanting the price to go up. We're going to work on a sell trade. So you get into this sell trade. Price goes like this. You see price hits a level right here, and it goes up, and then it comes back down. And you're like, all right, bet. I feel like it's about to break. So you see price do like this. You're like, all right, I'm in. You get filled on this order, and you see price go down like this. You're like, okay, I see price going down. I'm making money. I'm making mad money. And the next thing you know, it goes like this. Zoom. And you're like, damn, I might need to take this money. It's going back. Then you see it go up a little bit, and you're like, ah, I gotta take my money. I gotta make some profit up this market. But this isn't in the plan. You didn't plan for this to happen, but it happened. Next thing you know, you're out the trade. Next thing you know, price consolidates. Boom, boom, boom. Price breaks, hits your target. A $100 win just turned into a $30 win. Just like that. Probably in the span of a few hours. Now, that's what I mean by psychology. You have to learn how to watch your money go negative and or positive, because you're gonna, a lot of the times people watch their stops get hit, but they won't let their targets get hit. So that's so uneven and broken, and that's like the ultimate way to become profitable. Because most people do not learn psychology, and they just expect to watch their money fly up high, but at the end of the day, when price does a reversal on you and you're in profit and you see you're going negative and losing money, you have to learn to stick with that original plan that you had. And that's the real trouble in the markets. I hope I'm not being too more boring. Honestly, it's not easy to make this sound fun, and it's not going to be fun because compared to video games, this is super boring, and a lot of people may not even make it to this far in the video. And if you are making it this far into the video, you should really consider trading because you can clearly stick with the boring things. And I know this is boring, but at the end of the day, I'm being legit with you guys, and I'm being 100% honest. Like, this is not just a game, and you should really be passionate about this like I am in order to be profitable. And I'm extremely passionate. So yeah, I just wanted to explain things like that to you guys. I feel like this video is very necessary on my channel, as I am a trading channel, and I want people to learn from me, and I want people to become inspired into trading. So I really appreciate you guys watching this video. Like and subscribe to help me with the YouTube algorithm, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.